Hey guys, shalom, how y'all doing? Okay, so it's springtime. Well, right now it's not beautiful because it's kind of damp and wet outside. But it's springtime, okay? And let me tell y'all something. Springtime and summertime makes me come alive. Like, I come alive in the springtime and the summertime. I don't know about the wintertime. I feel like the Walking Dead in the wintertime, okay? I'm literally a dead corpse walking around. I just don't feel myself in the winter because it's just, ugh. You know, you lose your vitamin D, you lose all your nutrients. It's like terrible. But some of y'all, now that it's springtime, y'all ain't having fun because y'all are having asthma and all type of respiratory issue, seasonal allergies. So this is a miserable time for a lot of you guys. So this video today, I'm sorry y'all, I am just feeling alive today. This video today is going to be about respiratory conditions, okay? Respiratory conditions, all right? We're going to talk about the different conditions of the respiratory, that affects the respiratory system. The different lung condition, including asthma. Asthma, allergy, it's all the same thing, Asthma is an allergy, okay? So we're going to talk about it today. This video might be a little bit long, okay? So bear with me. Y'all asked for it, okay? This video is brought to you by all the people who ask me to do a video on asthma and allergies, all right? So this is what it's going to be today. We're going to talk about the respiratory system, the lung, the different illnesses that affects the lung, okay? That's the topic today, all right? So, before I get into it, let me say this to y'all. Let me say this to y'all, okay? A lot of you are going through illnesses, all type of stuff, and you want a quick fix. You just want to go and look and search and ask a question, and you want somebody to just tell you to take this, and it's going to get all better, and life goes on. Sorry, but you're on the wrong channel, buddy. That's not how it works. Most people that are sick, right, wants to get better, but nobody wants to address their eating habit. Nobody wants to address the eating habit. Well, let me tell y'all something. Your eating habit is one of the biggest cause of your illnesses. So, you're never going to fix your illness unless you address what you are putting in the digestive system, okay? So, sorry if you come here looking for some quick fix with some herbs and some potions and, throw some herbs in there and get it over with. Wrong channel, wrong channel. Sister Malika don't work magics, okay? Listen, it took years and years, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it took years to get you to where you are with your illness. It ain't going to take overnight for you to fix it. You're going to have to work at it. You're going to have to work to get it back together, okay? So, your diet is one of the problems. Your diet is one of the biggest problems. Let me explain something to you. Yes, there are different things from the environment that are affecting our system, right? Yes, we know that. All the pollution and all the chemicals and blah, blah, blah. We get that. However, if your immune system is jacked up all the time, 24 hours a day, 365 a year, your body is not going to be able to fight off all the stuff that's attacking it from the outside. So you can't have an excuse and say, well, we all live in a world where, all the chemicals and this and that, so we're all going to die someday and we can't fix it. No, that's not how it works. That's a lie, okay? you're going to have to do something to build the immune system, take care of the body from the inside. So that way your body is able to fight off what's attacking it from the outside. And that's how it works. All right. So let me say this to you again. If you want a healthy respiratory system, you must have a healthy digestive system. Let me say that again. If you're looking for a healthy, a clean, a strong respiratory system where you're not suffering from asthma and allergies, you must take care of the digestive system. What is the digestive system, guys? The digestive system is where the food go. Yes, that's where the food go. So if the digestive system is unhealthy, everything else around it is going to be unhealthy, including your respiratory system. Your lung, that's a part of your respiratory system. Okay, so that's why you're having asthma and allergies. All right. Breathing issue, that's all a part of the respiratory system. And that's being affected because you don't have a healthy digestive system. Your immune system is jacked up. All right? So we got to know where to begin. We got to know where to begin. You have asthma, you don't even know where to start. Why? Because we have to educate ourselves. We have to educate ourselves so we can educate our children, so we can take care of our children. All right? So what are some respiratory issues? Some type of respiratory issues. Well, I'll give you an example. Asthma, bronchitis, COPD, those of you who smoke, okay? Stop smoking that ganja. All right, lung infection, lung cancer, so on and so forth. Those are all illness of the respiratory system, respiratory illness. All right. So we're going to talk about some condition of the lung today, right? Some lung condition. And so cold and damp condition of the lung. Because, can you guys see that? Oh, there you go. Okay. Now, this is one condition of the lung, right? Cold and damp condition of the lung. Because a lot of people don't know that there are different types of lung condition. And when you're sneezing and coughing and wheezing and whatever, and you're taking certain things and you realize that you're not feeling better, it's because you're taking the wrong thing, okay? So in order to fix your respiratory lung problem, you have to take the right thing, all right? So let's talk about cold and damp condition of the lung. All right. So what are some condition of some cold and damp condition of the lung? Cold and damp condition of the lung is when you're having excessive amount of mucus in the you're hacking up a whole bunch of mucus. A lot of mucus, wheezing, bronchitis, walking pneumonia, head cold, so on and so forth. So that is considered to be a cold and damp condition. The lung is, there's too much moisture in the lung, all right? And so what you need are specific herbs that are going to go in there and get rid of some of that moisture out of the lung. All that mucus and stuff like that. You need to get in there and get that out. So we're going to talk about, so I'm going to tell you guys some of the things that you should take to get rid of that condition right there, okay? And so this is the condition again. We're going to go step by step through each of these conditions. Now, you get to decide which one of these conditions you have, because I don't know which one you're suffering from, okay? There's different types, all right? So we're dealing with this right now. Cold and damp condition of the lung, all right? So some of the herbs to take for that is thyme. Do some of y'all know what thyme is? I forgot to bring my thyme up here. But Thyme. That's a herb. That's a culinary herb, actually. I love using thyme. A lot of Caribbean people use thyme. Um, Orange peel. I know we'll talk about orange peel already. Um, it's kind of difficult to get orange, organic orange peel because the orange that you buy in the store, they're coated with wax, and I don't trust them. So if you have somebody in the Caribbean, or if you know somebody who's going to the Caribbean, tell them to bring you back some orange peel, or I think you can order them online. Okay, orange peel. You'd be surprised to know that orange peel has a lot of medicinal properties in them, and they're also good for cancer. People with cancer. We'll talk about that in another video. Ginger. Ginger. You need ginger. And there's a herb called yerba. Yerba. All right. Yerba Santa. I'm going to spell it for you guys. Yerbasanta. That's a herb. I'm not sure where you guys... If you go to Google and just Google Yerba Santa, Yerbasanta, it'll pop right up, okay? And there's another herb called Osha root, Osha, Osha root. That'll pop right up on Google, and there's lots of places that sell that herb. So these are the herbs that you need if you're having a cold and damp condition of the lung, all right? And that's include excessive amount of mucus, wheezing, bronchitis. If you have some people are walking around with pneumonia and they don't even know it, okay? And head cold and stuff like that. All right, so next one. If you guys could see that. Cold and dry condition of the lung. See, there's different condition, and you have to know how to treat all these different conditions, okay? So this is another condition, and you have to know how to treat it. If you're taking the wrong thing, it will make the condition worse, guys, okay? If you're taking the wrong thing. If you have a cold and dry condition of the lung and you're taking ginger, that's going to make it worse. So that's why I'm telling you guys, you have to know exactly what it is that's ailing you. What's ailing you? You see, so a cold and dry condition is when you're having dry cough. You ever have those dry cough and there's nothing coming up, there's no mucus, it's just dry cough, morning, noon, and night, especially at night when you go to bed. It just dry cough, dry mouth, you're feeling cold, you're wheezing, so you cannot take stuff like ginger when you're having that, because ginger is sort of like it dries out the lung. So you don't want to take that when you're having a dry lung condition, if you understand what I'm saying. So cold and dry condition. All right. So the herbs that you will take for that is I'm gonna spell it for you guys. Listen, if you didn't get any, if you missed something, just rewind the video if I'm going too fast. All right. There's a herb called spikenard. 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 All right. Now, sea moss is a very good herb if you're having a dry condition in the lung. All right, because sea moss goes in there and moistens the lung. All right. So, sea moss, licorice root. Okay, licorice. All right. Astragalus root. I take my astragalus root. I take a lot of my herb in liquid form sometimes. Astragalus root. Most of these herbs comes in tinctures. They're very expensive though. There's another herb called Prinseng, Princeseng. All right, that's I believe that's a Chinese herb, and these herbs goes into the lung and it moistens the lung tissue. Okay, they moisten the lung tissue because you're having a cold, dry condition of the lung. So these are herbs that are going to go in there and moisten the lung tissue. All right. Okay. Next, we are dealing with hot, damp condition of the lung. Can you guys see that? All right. There you go. A hot, dry condition. Hot, damp condition of the lung. Again, there's different types of lung condition. You have to know which one is ailing you and how to go about treating it. All right. So what is a hot, damp condition of the lung? It's when you have a inflammation, when you have a lot of inflammation in the system, sore throat, sinusitis, a lot of mucus, hacking up a whole bunch of nonsense, bronchitis, tonsillitis, fever, right? Hot, damp condition in the lung, fever. That's one you look out for. And here's another one, when you're coughing up blood, a lot of blood. I've had that in the past years ago when I used to have lung problem, respiratory issue. So hot, damp lung condition. All right. What do you need for that? I'm gonna tell you guys. I write stuff down because it's hard to remember all these stuff. Okay, so honeysuckle. Honeysuckle. That's a herb. Honeysuckle. Honeysuckle herb. All right. Horehound. Horehound. That's another herb. These herbs you could just Google, guys. If you don't know where to go and find it, just type it in Google. All right. Ground ivy. I'm going to spell this one for you. Pleurisy root. Pleurysy. Root. That's a herb. Pleurisy root. Now, here's a Chinese herb. A lot of these Chinese herbs are very hard to find. If you can't find it, that's fine. You can get the rest of these things and combine them. Hong Quin. I'm going to spell that for you. HUANGQUIN. I don't really, to be honest with you guys, it's kind of difficult finding these Chinese herbs, and sometimes I just don't trust where I find them. I'm just being honest with y'all. But if I find them, I'll let y'all know. If I find this particular herb here, all right, that's a Chinese herb. There's another herb called motherwort. A lot of you are familiar with motherwort, and that's if your lung issue is affecting your heart, okay? Because sometimes a lot of people have such a horrible, having such a terrible lung issue that it's starting to affect their heart. So, throw that in there if you're having a heart issue while you're having a lung issue. And another herb is white sage. White sage, okay? And that is going to go in there and soothe the mucous membrane, all right? So all these herbs, again, honeysuckle, horehound, ground ivy, pleurisy root, Hong Quin, that's a Chinese herb, motherwort, and white sage, okay? And that's if you're having hot, damp condition of the lung, all right? So you got to know what condition is ailing you. I know I keep saying that, all right? All right, the other one. Hot, dry condition of the lung. I know it sounds repetitive, but these are different conditions. Hot, dry condition of the lung. And what is hot, dry condition of the lung? A lot of inflammation, fever, pertussis. I hope I'm saying that right. When you're coughing up blood in your mucus, fever, dry cough, and sometimes if you have a swollen tonsil, your tonsil is swollen. All right, and I'm gonna just give you guys the herbs that you can use for that condition. Red clover, Elecampane. I'm going to spell that for you guys. Elecampane. Elecampane. Okay. Horehound. Horehound. Garlic. That's good for infection. All right. I know if you're a Dr. Sebi, fan, this might not be for you because we use garlic around here, okay? Because garlic does help when you're having infection in the system, okay? Thank you. Wild cherry bark. Wild cherry bark. It's a very, very good herb for children, by the way, also. Elderberry. Elderberry. Sea moss. Moisten the lung. Again, you're having hot, dry lung condition. Sea moss. You need something to moisten the lung. All right. Okay. So that's if you are having a hot, dry condition of the lung. All right. You need these things to get rid of the heat and then moisten the lung. All right. So if you're having fever and then but you're just not there's no mucus, you're just having this dry cough and you're having a fever, you need something to get in there, cool down the lung and moisten it up. All right. So up next, now we're talking about asthma and allergy. Asthma. Hello. Allergy. Asthma is an allergy. How many of you guys know that? Asthma is an allergy. There you go. Asthma is an allergy. All right. So this is the time where I'm going to talk to you guys about what you're eating. I know you don't want to hear it, but sorry. So, unfortunately for some of you guys with all of you guys with asthma and allergies, I'm challenging you guys. This is a challenge. I challenge you to cut out, and some of y'all won't even, it's like some of y'all won't even admit, won't even acknowledge that your diet suck. I'm keeping it real. Some of you guys won't even acknowledge that your diet suck. If your child or you are having asthma and allergy problem and you're still eating cheese, any kind of cheese, I don't care what type it is, unless it's made with a plant food, it's dairy, okay? So if you're feeding your child and yourself cheese, and you're feeding your child and yourself milk, and you're feeding your child and yourself ice cream, yogurt, any of these things that has cow's milk in there, pizza, if you're feeding your child cereal, if you're eating cereal, cereal is one of the worst things to ingest if you are suffering from asthma and allergy, okay? Trust me. Cereal. I can go down the list and tell you what all this stuff is in that cereal that's exacerbating your allergies and asthma, okay? I ain't gonna go there. Y'all know what's on the box. Check the box. Just check it out. All right? So, cereal, your milk, your all of your processed food, all of the food from the can, all these things. If your immune system is because all these things are your asthma and allergy is affected by because you're having asthma and allergy because your immune system is messed up. So if you have a very weak immune system, right, a jacked up immune system, and you continue to eat garbage, right, a lot of canned food, a lot of processed food, a lot of food that has artificial coloring and flavoring in there, and preservatives, if only about 10 to 15 or 20% of your diet is plant food and the other 80, 85, 90% is processed food and junk food and crap, then you always have allergies and asthma. Okay, take a look in your kitchen. Take a look in your refrigerator. Take a look in your pantry. If about 90 or 80% of your food is not plant foods, and do y'all even know what plant food is? Plant food are food that comes straight from the earth. Okay, beets, beans, peas, legumes, just whatever plant foods that you can think of. Oranges, mangoes, papaya. Those are all plant foods. Okay, yams, potatoes. Hello, right? Yes, cucumbers, tomatoes. Y'all get the point. Those are plant food. If your diet only consists about 5 or 10% of these things, and the rest of your diet consists of 90% junk and stuff from a can and stuff from a box and stuff from a bottle, is it so hard to juice some oranges as opposed to buying some bottled orange juice from the store? Is it really so hard to just go to the store, buy a couple bags of oranges, and just juice your own oranges? My point is, these are the things that are causing you to have asthma and allergy, because your immune system is weak, and these things are filled with colorants and preservatives and different all type of chemicals and colorants in there, and unnatural stuff that is triggering these things in the immune system. Okay, so you got to get rid of that. All right, so let me say this: asthma will trigger a heart attack. It's nothing it's nothing to play with, people. Asthma will trigger a heart attack. Okay, yes, people have died from a heart attack because they had an asthma attack. Okay, yes. So you got to clean up the digestive system if you want to get rid of asthma and allergy. Clean up the digestive system, and it all has to do with what you're eating. Hello, you're looking at a former asthma patient, an allergy patient. I was on steroid for years, and I'm talking about nasty, strong steroid. I was a asthma and allergy patient for years. No doctor helped me. I helped myself. I got rid of that crap years ago. Clean it up. And what did I do? I cleaned up my digestive system. I cleaned up my gut. Clean up my gut. I stopped eating garbage. The type of garbage that you can avoid. Listen, I know we're all eating poison, but you guys get the point. If you're going out willingly and ordering a Big Mac and Pizza Hut and cereal and just garbage from the supermarket in a package, y'all know what I'm talking about, okay? Stop eating those things. That's what's causing your respiratory problem. All right, so I'm going to be quick with this. So if you're an adult and you're suffering from asthma, all right, I'm going to tell you guys what to take, okay? Here we go quickly. All right, wild cherry bark is one of the best herb for your immune system, the respiratory system. One of the best herb for the lung and the respiratory system. All right, wild cherry bark. Okay, licorice. Licorice is an antispasmodic herb. Okay, antispasmodic herb. All right, lobelia. 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 Mullein leaves. Mullein leaves. All these herbs, guys, you can, don't take my word for it. Do your own research, okay? You asked me for my help, and here I am, all right? Mullein leaf. Mullein leaves, okay? Ginkgo. Ginkgo. And that is good for circulation in the lung, all right? You need magnesium. If you're an adult, this is for the adult now, not the children, all right? So, 1,500 milligram of liquid magnesium, not the hard pill. Okay, y'all need to get rid of these hard pills and you know, the supplements that you guys are taking. Get rid of the hard pills. You need liquid. Liquid, the body absorb liquid better, faster. Okay, so you need liquid magnesium. 150 milligram liquid, or if you can get it in, if you can't get it in the liquid, get it in the powder form, but not the pill. All right. Liquid magnesium is also an anti-spasmodic mineral. Okay. Now, this is something that you guys probably have never heard of, but it's called NAC, N-A-C. I'm going to spell it for you guys. Glutathione, Glutathione. Okay, and that's a supplement, and that helps to repair the lung tissue. Okay, because you're having lung problem, it helps to repair the lung tissue. Okay, and B100 complex. That has all the B's, the B vitamins in there, all the B's, okay? All the B vitamin. And if you can get it in liquid form, that'll be fine, okay? Liquid form, if you can't get it in liquid form, get it in the powdered form. No pills, no hard pills, all right? And calcium, but you need plant-based calcium. Plant-based, make sure you're looking for plant-based calcium, because they have the calcium that come from the clam shell, or all that other nonsense. We don't eat clam around here, okay? So, plant-based calcium, that's what you're looking for. All right? Okay. So that was for the adult. Wild cherry bark, licorice, lobelia, mullein leaves, ginkgo, magnesium in liquid. All right? You need 1,500 milligram. You need NAC, glutathione, and B100 complex, all right? And that's for the adult with asthma. All right. Now, children with asthma. I feel bad for the poor kids with asthma because I know what they're going through. Lord have mercy. Okay. If the child is having asthma, all right. Now, if the child is an infant, you want to get them these herbs in tincture form, and make sure you getting them the infant formulas. Okay, the infant formulas are not made with alcohol; they're made with glycerin. All right. So I just wanted to tell you guys that if your child is you know, very, very young and they're having asthma problem, so I'm about to give you the herbs and supplements for the children, but make sure you're getting these herbs for, infant formulas. And the infant formulas are made with glycerin, not the alcohol. All right. Okay. So echinacea. This is for the children with asthma. Echinacea, elderberries, all right? Lemon balm, wild cherry bark. I love that herb. That's a very, very good herb right there, wild cherry bark. Like again, great for the lung and the respiratory system, all right? Astragalus. Astragalus extract, astragalus root. All right, that's the root of a plant. Okay, astragalus. Now, are your children drinking water? Your children should be drinking a lot of water if they have asthma. I forgot to talk about that. Water. If y'all are having asthma and allergy problem and you're not drinking a lot of water to flush out, because that's a lot of toxin just sitting in your stomach and causing you to have all these respiratory problem. Water. You should be drinking a lot of water. If your child is having asthma, water. Lots and lots of it. Just make sure you're giving them water all the time. They should not be dehydrated, okay? All right. Liquid B complex. Again, I believe I found that in the vitamin shop. So I think they have that in the vitamin shop. If you can't find the vitamin shop, you should be able to get it online. The child should, if the child is under 10 years old, 25 milligram, okay? Liquid B complex, all right? Liquid magnesium. Again, that's very important. 100 milligram. 100 milligram. You don't want to give the child too much of it, okay? 100 milligram. And that's if the child is under 10 years old, okay? So, echinacea, elderberry, lemon balm, wild cherry bark, orange peel. If you trust your orange, if you have somebody in the Caribbean that can send you some orange peel, let them dry. They're gonna pick the orange, peel them, put them in the sun, okay? I believe it takes about 2 to 3 days to dry. You know, you need the dry peel because they can't send it in the mail when it's wet, when it's moist. They have to let it dry first. So let it sit in the sun for a couple of days, and then they'll send it to you, assuming you guys know somebody who's going to the Caribbean, or if you have somebody who lives in the Caribbean, or if you buy oranges that are so-called organic, and there's nothing coating the skin of the oranges. You can just dry the orange peel and steep that with the rest of these herbs, okay? So echinacea, elderberry, lemon balm, wild cherry bark, orange peel, and astragalus root. And again, it's better if you give your child these things in the liquid form. Liquid. Listen. The bottle should look like this. And it's better. Let me see. This is milk thistle. See? You could just shove this right in the child's mouth. Because, you know, you're giving your child some tea. They're not going to just sit there and drink a cup of tea, okay? And actually, your tinctures they're way more potent. And that's why they're so expensive, because they're more potent than the tea. So, you just, you know, when your child don't want to drink something, you do like this. And they'll swallow it quickly. Oh, I swallowed that way too quickly. So, yeah, the tincture is what your child needs, the tincture. And make sure you're asking for the children formula. So, I kind of wanted to make this video short, but geesh, we're almost at 40 minutes. So, guys, why am I screaming? Okay, seriously, we have to address our eating habits, okay? Let me just be blunt, very blunt with you. You will never, I've heard people say that they've had asthma and allergies since they were babies, and now they're in their 40s and 50s and 60s, because you've never addressed your diet. You've never addressed, or you're not addressing it the proper way. Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you do an enema? When was the last time you do a colonic? When was the last time you clean out your colon? Huh? When was the last time you fast? Let's talk about that. When was the last time you give your organs a rest? You don't think these things are important to help with the respiratory health? All these things are connected. The entire body, everything in there is connected. So if you're suffering from one thing, after a while, it's going to spread to somewhere else. That's why cancer spread in the body. Hello? That's why when you have cancer in the breast, it spread to the lymphatic system, and it spread to, if you don't take care of it, it's spread all over. Okay? So, people, if you don't take care of your digestive system, okay, that's where all the food goes. Okay? That's where all of the food goes. Your liver is a part of your digestive system. Your kidney, all of that in there. The liver is what deals with the toxins that goes into the system. If your liver is not working properly, if it's not functioning properly, it's not going to help you to get rid of all that toxin in the stomach. So you got to keep the liver healthy, okay? Let me tell y'all something. This right here, milk thistle. This is one of the best. Can you see that? Milk thistle. There you go. That's one of the best herb for the liver. Milk thistle, among others. But clean up the liver, for crying out loud. Clean up your digestive system. Your colon. Your colon. Hey, my motto is this when it comes to the colon: death begins in the colon. Death begins in the colon. That's where all that's where all of your crap began, all of your sickness. If the colon is not healthy, if all of your garbage that you're putting in is not being expelled from the body through the colon, if it's just sitting in there and it's not going anywhere because your colon is unhealthy and it's clogged up, cancer, diabetes, hypertension, asthma, allergies, lung problem, respiratory problem, you get the point, people. You get the point. Clean up the digestive system, and you will get rid of your respiratory problem. Let me repeat that. Clean up your digestive system, and you will get rid of your respiratory problems. Okay? Because your respiratory problems begins in the digestive system. An unhealthy digestive system. That's where your respiratory problem begin. Your digestive system is unhealthy. Clean it up. Clean up your colon. Clean up your gut. And you'll get rid of your respiratory, lung, asthma, allergy, all of that nonsense. Even if you're having issues on the skin, on your arms and legs and back and face and a lot of pimples or rashes and all kind of stuff. Eczema. That's another problem. Eczema. Clean up the digestive system and you will get rid of eczema. If you have eczema and you're still drinking cow's milk and eating cheese and pasta dishes and all type of just processed food and all type of stuff, you'll never get rid of eczema. And if you have eczema, you should be fasting a lot. Hello? Fasting a lot. And you also should be consuming a lot of liquid and less solid food. Less solid food. Get rid of all that solid food. If you have asthma, you need to be giving the liver and the kidney and all these organs a rest. Okay? Giving them a rest. Giving the pancreas a rest. Okay? So if you're an asthma patient, clean up your digestive system. Clean it up. Watch what you're eating. Okay? Do flushes. We didn't even talk about flush in this video, but if you're going to do any of this stuff, guys, if you're going to take any of these herbs, do a flush first, a cleanse, because your body will never be able to absorb any of these herbs that I mentioned today unless you do a flush, a cleanse. Take something that is going to go in. Listen, I have I believe I have a video about cleanse on this channel here, Sisters of the Maccabees. If you guys scroll down, you'll see it there, all right? If you are going to embark on any of these things that I mentioned today, these herbs, if you're gonna begin taking these herbs, I highly recommend that the first thing you do before you even begin taking any of these things is to clean out all the crap that's already been sitting in your gut, okay? Because otherwise the body will not be able to absorb all of the nutrients from the herbs that you're now going to be putting in there, okay? So do a cleanse first and get rid of all that buildup and all that toxic crap that's been sitting in there. That's what you need to do, okay? So I'm not going to ramble on any longer, all right? So you guys get the picture. Good respiratory health begins with good digestive health. That's the key. All right? Shalom.